What's going on, Kavat? What's going on today, guys? Alan here for another video, and today we're going to be doing a review on the MATC foam cannon. Now, I've seen everybody out there, I've had a bunch of people actually ask me, Alan, I've seen your Instagram pictures. If you're not following me, make sure you check that Instagram account down here below. But if you guys have checked that out, I use a foam cannon quite often, but I'm not like most people out there. I didn't spend an arm and a leg to get a foam cannon. I only paid $16 for this foam cannon. Now people say, okay, you paid $16 for a foam cannon, how well does it work? Well, that's what we're here today to show you, is how well this $16 foam cannon works compared to these big boys out there spending $80, $90 on a freaking foam cannon. So let's get started, guys.
Hi, I'm Paul.
When it comes to foam cannons, it's kind of, you want to like check the ingredients, but you want to make sure that you're using a soap that's pH balanced, so that way it like works well in your car. You don't want to be using Dawn dish soap on your actual car, so make sure you pick up some good car soap. If you're going to use chemical guys and stuff like that, they have that snow foam. I forget exactly what the name of it is, but they recommend using 2 ounces. Now, when it comes to other, I'm using Meguiar's Gold Class. It's my personal favorite with using in the foam cannon. When you use it, they recommend using about 4 ounces. It's not really said anywhere on the ingredients or on the back on the directions on how to use it with the foam cannon. But I found about 4 ounces, which is about the same size of this funnel here. It tends to work really well, so that's what I'll be doing today, is just filling this all the way up. And then I'll let that drain out. And it's going to be a lot, guys. I'm not saying that it's not going to be a lot of... Don't zoom in on my crotch. But it's a lot of soap in there. But it's not... I mean, for what you're getting, it's way easier. It's going to get your car foamed up way more. And it's just going to be a lot easier. It's going to literally cut my washing time in half, because I used to be the type where I used the 2-bucket method. I'd fill my buckets all the way up, then I'd have a 3rd bucket just to do my wheels. You don't need to do all that. I mean, I might lose some of you guys right here by saying that, but honestly, I use the 1 bucket. I put a little bit of soap down in here just to have a little bit of extra lubrication when I do the car. I've already cleaned my wheels, so we won't have to worry about that. It's going to make everything a lot easier when it actually all said and done. So let's go ahead and dump a little bit of, just a little dab there. The soap will fill this up. Now, I haven't actually, if we look over to the car, I haven't actually done anything to the car other than just wash the wheels. Now, when you do foam the car, what I found works best is by actually getting the car wet first. If you look now, my car's already a mess. Some of you guys are like, that's not even dirty. But I've got bug guts and stuff all over the front of it. So I do want to make sure that I get all of that out first. So that way I'm not worrying about like if it's actually pulling that off, and there's less scrubbing I have to do now. So I'm going to go ahead and wash down the car, fill my bucket, and get ready to go. Alright guys, so once you guys get there, you're going to go ahead and put the lid back on and screw it in clockwise. Now if you look on the top, there's actually a water mode. It's got plus and minus. First thing I was a little confused about, I thought plus would mean more soap, but it's actually the opposite, it's more water. So what I do is I shoot this all the way to the far left, so as far as onto the negative it can go. And then here is your adjustment for the front. You can see that's going to just kind of, I don't know, lack of better words, just push the soap together way more. And this way it's going to shoot it more of like a direct spray. As you can see, the kind of little circle in there a little bit. I kind of leave mine somewhere roughly in that area, so it's just barely touching or not touching at all, just barely missing. And that's kind of my go-to settings. I'm not exactly sure how much I paid for my actual pressure washer here, but you want to get something that's decent. Like, you don't want to use something that's only like 1700 psi, but at the same time you don't want to use, I don't use anything that's gas. I just have a simple, I think it's 2030 psi is what it says. I'll put the Amazon link down in the description and kind of flash it real quick here for you. It's typical quick connect, and it just snaps right in to start the foam cannon. But before that, you actually have to fill this thing with water. You can't just shoot straight foam at it. A little trick that I have for you guys is, even though I already kind of put soap in this, and I could have just had water in here first, the tip I have is I actually fill my water in my water bucket rather than using it in a instead of using an actual like hose or using it in the sink in the house or something, I feel like this works a lot better. You can see the bubbles coming up obviously because I've got soap in there, but usually whenever it kind of stops, you know the thing's full. So you see there, get some of the soap off here so you can see it a little better. So, and then just give it a little shake, kind of make sure you get all that soap in there. By doing it that way, I've noticed that the foam cannon actually, you're not getting as much foam just spraying out of here, and it's like way easier to actually do it. I got that from Matt Mormon from his YouTube channel, Obsessed Garage, and definitely a recommendation for doing that. As you can see, I've only filled half the bucket. I'll be cleaning from the top down, just like typical car washing stuff. If you guys want to see me do more car washing tips and tricks and stuff like I do, make sure you leave a comment down below, and I'll do that. But let's get to the fun part where we actually film the car. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, we've got a lot of soap, a lot of suds. It may not be as much as what you see on some of these YouTube channels, but I like how much it is. For $16, this thing does a great job. You guys can see, I mean, that's super lubricated. Don't freak out. My hand, you got the soap there. It's nice and smooth. It's so nice. Look at all the soap just running off. Now, when I actually wash my car, what I'll do is I'll let it kind of run off a little bit. As I said, I do have some of the soap actually in the bucket there. So when I go to wash it down, I'll just wipe from the top to the bottom. That way the soap kind of helps pull off that dirt. And that's basically what the main purpose of a foam cannon is kind of pull off of that main dirt. I don't foam it and then rinse it and then refoam it again. That's just a waste of soap in my opinion. Use the soap that's already on the car to your advantage and get the soap off that way. So yeah, we'll go ahead and finish foaming the car and washing it, and that'll be it guys, and we'll kind of check in with you. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off drying off my car. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did like it, make sure to drop a like below. If you want to see me do more videos like this in the future, drop a comment and let me know what things you'd like to see me do to the GTI. Speaking of things coming for the GTI, we're finally starting to do some performance mods to it, so we're going to be having some big things coming. So comment below if you think you know what's going on in this box, and that's about it guys. Make sure you check out my social media links below, and as always, take it easy guys, and we'll see you in the next one.